Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the Honourable Member for the question. Mr. Speaker, the Gender Transformative Institutional Capacity Development is led by the Ministry of Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation in partnership with the Ministry of Economy. This was endorsed by Cabinet in January 2020. The ICD initiative aims to strengthen the role of national women's machinery and enhance their capacity to fulfill their mandate as a catalyst for gender equality and women's empowerment. It is an institutional mechanism and coordination structure with the formation of Gender Mainstreaming Action Group for the development of gender mainstreaming action plans using a whole-of-government approach. Mr. Speaker, the initiative aims to institutionalize gender responsiveness on government legislations, policies and programs. Agencies will develop skills for gender mainstreaming and gender responsive planning and budgeting. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, the ICD is now a component of government's annual budget process and is currently piloted with 9 agencies, which includes Ministry of Economy, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Ministry of Fisheries, Ministry of Forestry, Ministry of Education, Heritage and Arts, Fiji Police Force, Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Tourism and Transport, Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation. The goal, Mr. Speaker, of course, is it aims to provide an enabling environment for government agencies and officials to identify and apply women and girls' needs, interests, concerns, contributions, perspectives into policies, programs, budget and reports. Moreover, it is a step towards accountability and transparency to women and girls, but also towards achieving inclusive and sustainable development outcomes. Mr. Speaker, this initiative is supported by New Zealand, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, rendering the technical advisory services of Fiji Women's Rights Movement, the Government of Canada for the provision of a short-term technical experts on gender-responsive budgeting, gender analysis, and this has been done upon the request of my ministry and Fiji Women's Rights Movement to support the development of knowledge products. Supported by Asian Development Bank for the provision of a short-term technical expert on gender budget assessment analysis, seconded to the Ministry of Economy from September until November 2019. And of course, we've partnered with US and Indonesia Partnership for South-South Triangular Cooperation for the provision of a short-term technical assistance to develop a training manual, training of trainer sessions. I must highlight that the Ministry recognizes achieving the goal of gender equality is not a straightforward or a simple path that can be taken alone or made with a checklist or one-off interventions. Achieving the goal of gender equality is a process that requires listening, transformative approaches, partnerships, relationship building, new ways of working, finding solutions with improved data and commitment to foster an enabling policy, budgetary and institutional structures for gender equality that adequately protects girls' and women's rights, tackles the barriers they face, and meets their particular needs and interests. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, the main outcome of the Gender Transformative Institutional Capacity Initiative is to develop and enhance government's capacity and competence on gender mainstreaming with a focus on gender analysis. In addition, it aims to raise the profile and overall capacity of my ministry as a national central gender policy coordinating unit while providing a gender roadmap, structures and measures to deepen the collective efforts and accountability across the government for promoting gender equality and in particular achieving the sustainable goals. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.